Hey, you guys, Amber back for day 5. Day 5, I made it to day 5. National Scrapbook Month, scrapbooking a page every day. So here I'm just showing you what I'm going to use. These papers are actually from my box of scraps, and I just went through and grabbed some papers that I felt like went really well together and then put them in a pile. Now I am taking this thin cut, which is available right now still. I'm going to take 2 of my inks. I have a Distress Oxide and Sapphire something or other. And then I have my Glacier ink. And I'm just making, I've never done this before. I just had the idea. I was thinking, is this going to turn out? So I'm going to try it. Taking the ink and I am making, I'm trying to blend it. The two don't really blend together, honestly, but it is what it is, and it turns out okay. But I'm just using my blending tools to put some color onto this paper, and then what I'm going to do is then go through and cut out the flowers. So I do it this way simply because I'm not sure how well I could add color to the flowers after the fact. And I don't love the way this turns out, and so I do go through and I'll cut them out in white and then add ink on them, and it's not that bad. If you guys want to do this, you totally could. You could just blend some Distress Oxides together because they do blend really well together, and then cut out some flowers and not necessarily have, you know, just 2 colors. But yeah, that it just, I don't like the way the ink and the Distress Oxide blended together. So right here is where I'm going to cut out white ones and try it the other way. The way I think it's not going to work, that I'm just going to tear the flowers, and it doesn't. I don't know what I was thinking, but it doesn't tear the flowers. It's just fine. And I do like the way this looks much better. But in the end, I will end up mixing the two to create a flower. So I did pull out the Tattered Rose to do that top layer, and I wish I didn't, because it really doesn't even match my page. So that's why I end up using the top flower from my other set on this flower set. Hope that makes sense. You'll see in a minute. Okay, so I love taking scraps from my scrap box, you guys, to make a page. And I usually don't even trim them down. I just take them as is and lay them somewhere and create a page. But I feel like I'm wasting a lot of this floral that's on the back, so I will trim that down simply because I love it and I want to use some more of it. And I know it's like my last bit of this paper, so didn't want to waste it. And I really like the way it turns out. Kind of just doing an L shape here for my photo. And then I will add that flower and the word blessed from my stash. So it's always awesome when you put tape on the wrong piece. I totally grabbed the wrong piece that I was going to put on my page. It's okay. I can roll that tape off and it'll be fine. So I'm just going to glue all these pieces down. So this is a photo of my cousin's kids, and we were at a crop recently and I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. Can I please scrapbook it for you? And she, you know, of course was like, yes, please. So I love taking other people's photos and scrapbooking them. I do sometimes ask on Facebook for photos, and I've gotten some really cute ones to scrapbook. Now I'm taking our new leaf die and I'm making some leaves for my flowers. If you ever have a die that is stuck inside the thin cut, or excuse me, paper that's stuck inside your die, I just throw it on the table and it usually bounces out, as opposed to trying to dig it out of the die. It works like 90% of the time. I mean, sometimes I have to throw it a few times, but it works. So I do cut out 2 of those little leaves so that I can have some leaves on my page, and it brings in the other color of green that's on that back paper, and I really love the pop of it. Now I'm taking some embellishing thread because I'm adding a flower, and I love adding an embellishing thread whenever I do add a flower, and I'm just going to place it behind where my flower will go. And then I'm going to take my close to my heart tape runner to put adhesive on the back of these little leaves. You can see that it's a very, very thin line of where you would put adhesive. I love that tape runner for the fact that it only puts adhesive where you need it and not everywhere. Now I am going to roll up the edges of my flower. I started putting it down and realized it needs something, and that's what it needed. So I'm just using a pen, using one of my husband's GPS pens, and I just roll up the edges, and then I'm going to pop up the 2 layers on top of it using some foam. I love using my nonstick scissors for things like that because it doesn't stick to your scissors. It comes off really easy. And then I'm going to add this Blessed. This is from my stash. And of course you want to add some extra adhesive on the back of your foam letters because they don't always stick the best. So we don't want those falling off our pages, you know, a year down the road. And I love the pop of black. I love that I put that strip of black because it makes the Blessed pop out so much more. And I have these other embellishments. I have hearts, and I'm going to put some wood hearts down on here in 3 different spots around my floral, kind of acting as if I was going to put like enamel dots around it. But I really love these hearts, and so that's what I'm going to do. I always use liquid glass to glue down my wood shapes. Okay, after I put these hearts away, I am going to pull out some of our silver glitter gems, and I'm going to put those in the center of my flower. I'm going to use 1 big one and 2 small ones. I lose one of the small ones. It fell off, and I have no idea where it went. Like, I still don't know. I looked for it after the video. I have no idea where it is. But it just adds a center to my flower, and I love it. And then the last thing I'm going to do, well, maybe not the last thing, but I am going to add some squiggle lines around this page just to add some more pops of black onto it. And then I will pull out a year from my pre-cut years and glue that down onto the page so that we know what year this was. And then that's going to finish off this page. I'm really excited that I've made it to day 5. I'm crossing my fingers. I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more like it, 1 a day this month, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you're notified when I do upload my new videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.